My name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today I'm going to be showing you some products and looks from my Jeffree Star haul. This is not a brand that I would have expected to be getting anything from for a variety of reasons. However, one of my friends gave me the Jawbreaker palette for my birthday last year and I really like it. The quality is good. It stays on me pretty well without an eyeshadow primer. And especially right now where I can't wear eyeshadow primer due to my eye issues, of course, this was a reason to get more Jeffree Star eyeshadows. That's my rationale. So the first things I'm going to show you, all right, I knew that like Jeffree Star packaging is typically large and elaborate. I didn't realize how large and elaborate. So I got the Blood Money palette. I got it on sale for like the Christmas sale for $12. $12. That is fantastic. This is the outer packaging. Look how big it is. And then this is the, I can't believe this thing. This is a monstrosity. Like if you hit someone with this. Anyway, I forget how to open it again already. I think you have to, let's see. Push in and pull up. Okay, there we go. Check this out. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna take this protective thing off so you can actually see. And we have a bunch of different greens. We have a couple more minty emerald ones. We have a couple more limey ones. We have some olive ones. I think there's a duochrome over here. We have lights, we have mediums, we have darks, we have mattes, we have shimmers. We have this interesting black shade. I think this is a pretty interesting palette. And then something I'm going to use in conjunction with it is the Icebreaker highlighter palette. Icebreaker? No. Ice Crusher Skin Frost Pro Palette. Very pretty outside packaging. And then the actual package looks the same. And then inside we have 6 highlighters. Mainly I wanted it for these two. And that may sound crazy, but again, this I also got for $12, which is awesome. So I'm not going to do this the same way I usually do my videos unless you want me to. I'm just going to be trying like a little bit of everything from each product that I got instead of like a full, here are the looks, here are the swatches kind of review. I'm going to start with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it. And the first shade I want to try out here is Mint Condition, which has a little Jeffree Star credit card as the imprint. That's funny. Ooh, a lot of pigment. Okay. This is going as my transition shade. So I have no primer on either side. Yeah, so this one it looks like I have to like pat and pack, at least without a primer. Try to blend it out a little bit. No, this one really wants to be patted and packed. Okay, fine. There's a lot of kick up in the pan. It's kind of traveling over into the next shade here, in case you're wondering. All right, then I'm going to try to blend the very edges. Cool. Next, I'm going to take my Too Faced Mr. Right Smudger brush, and I'm going to go into Jaded, which is, I guess, like a deep jade, not like a light jade, say like what that one would be. I think it's an interesting color. I know, I'm not going for the lime greens today. This is gonna go in my, it's gonna go there. It's gonna go where it wants, I guess. Okay. This was gonna go in my crease. Let's see if I can still make it do that. I do feel like these are behaving differently than the Jawbreaker palette shadows. I don't know how to describe it though. I don't know. I feel like those were flawless. These are not flawless. These I have to work with a little more to make sure they come out even and go where I want them to go. I'm going to use the same brush, go back into mint condition, and bring some of that back up here. It's not as clean of a look as I wanted. Taking my little brush from BH Cosmetics with a 6 on it, I'm going to go back into Jaded and see if I can clean this up a little bit, like make the deepness a little bit tighter into my crease. I guess that's it. I feel like these shades need to be padded and packed, whereas I could just swipe along no problem with the other ones, which is what I prefer. Okay, now I'm going to take this same brush and go into Black Card Limit, which looks like a matte black with mint-ish green sparkles. I'm hoping that the sparkles will stay. So I'm going to put a little bit over here in the like outer corner of my crease. Just trying to even it out based on my eye shape. And then I'm going to take some on my pinky and put it on the outer corner of my lid. I feel like there's some sparkle staying, which is good, but it's not intense, and I don't know how long it's gonna stay there. I'll let you know. Definitely not just an overspray though. Oh, okay, I could see more of it. You can't, I can. Like, see that? It's definitely in the shadow. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of Secret Stash, which is like a deep duochrome. Ooh, that's super soft. So that's like your typical like brown green duochrome, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of that here, like up until the halfway point of my lid, and then blend it into the black. This is really, really soft though. Like, I have a feeling that one's gonna spread, unfortunately. Switching over to the Ice Crusher palette, I'm going to take Pluto, which matches my shirt. It's like a light aqua. And I'm going to use that as my lid shade. So from the inner corner to like inner third to inner half, and then just blending that in to the duochrome. Going back into the, what is this, Blood Money? Yes, Blood Money palette. I'm going to take my pinky, go back into Black Card Limit, and just kind of tap that on the outer corner of my lower lash line, followed by Secret Stash again. That one is just so soft and pigmented. I'm going to try to fix the Black Card Limit a little bit. Then back into Pluto from the highlighter palette, and that's going to go on the inner like third to inner half, blended in just on the lower lash line this time. So mimicking what I have on the upper lid as per usual. And then back into Blood Money once more. I'm going to take my dollar store brush, go into Divine Intervention, which I don't know if you can see it, but like I think it's going to be like an iridescent mint. Let's see. Yeah, it's a white with like an iridescent mint to it. Like a warmer mint than I would say this is. And then I'm going to take that on my finger. Ooh, see that? And I'm going to put that on my inner corner. Wow, there is a lot going on here. Again, just different than what I expected. A lot more intense. It did work out. I'm just hoping it all wears well. That's really why I got all of this. So let's see. And then before I close this little chapter, I'm going to take my Moda contour brush, and I think I'll do Avalanche as my face highlight. So it's just I think it's just a white, like a sparkly white, which is fine. I like that. You know what? No, there's a bit of aqua to that. I'm gonna put that. Guys, look. Wow. Alrighty then. Okay, like I said, happy so far. Hopefully wears nicely. Okay, so this is the next one. Here's the outer cardboard packaging. We could do without the blood dripping from the crown. I know it's called Bloodlust, but like, it's supposed to be a royal theme. And then look at this monstrosity. I thought the other one was a monstrosity. How bougie do you need to be, right? So this is all velvety. It's got the crown. I think you open it this way. Look at this. So big. All right, so let me take this off so you could see better. There's a lot going on in here. It's supposed to be like a purple palette, but I feel like less than half of it is purple, honestly. That doesn't mean it's not pretty, but it's not purple. It's hard to choose what I want to do here. Maybe we'll just start with like, I don't know, your generic purple. Or maybe we'll go more cool toned. Yeah, we gotta go more cool toned, right? I'm me. So I'm gonna start with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it that's falling apart. And I'm gonna start with Deviant, which is this super pale matte lilac. This is going in my transition area. Ooh, that looks a lot different. Let's see if I pack it instead of swipe. No. So here, right, you see it's like an almost white purple, but here it's almost more what I would think this would come out like. So that's interesting. I mean, how much use would I've had for a color like this? I don't know anyway, but you know me. I like colors looking how they're looking in the pan. Like, I want to know what I'm getting into. I am going to give this eye a break today and just stay on this eye. Despite how light it is, I still managed to make a mess. What's going on here? It looks darker in the camera than it is, but it's still there. So you know what? Let me take the white called Your Majesty. White matte. Let me see if I could patch that up a little bit. I think I just made it more noticeable. Take a little more of Deviant and put it here. Try to blend into it. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Then I'm going to take my IBY crease brush and go into Scandal Water. It's an odd name, isn't it? So that one's like the one cool, well, there's another cool tone purple in here, but this one's like a brighter, like more colorful one. I'm taking that on my Ivy White crease brush, and I'm gonna put this in the crease. Yeah, like that's more of the purple I like, the more cool tone, but also very light. I feel like there was kind of no point to putting that other one under there other than to like make it a little bit warmer. Figures, this is the one I paid full price for. And then I won't like this one as much, but it is what it is. So I just cleaned off my brush. I'm going to try to blend it down a little more, just so that it's not like so rigid and up. But I don't know if that's going to work. Then I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, and I'm going to go into Dungeon, which is the other cool toned purple. This one is more of a gray plum though. And I'm going to put that in the deepest part of my crease. Just blending it out a little bit. Problem is I feel like now I'm losing the Scandal Water. Yeah. I like that shade. Maybe I could put a little more of it on the inner half. So let me use the same brush and go back into Scandal Water and see if I could pack a little bit more of it in here. Yeah, it's kind of working. I want to check out Executioner. This, I think it's a black with purple sparkles that kind of turn green or gold, maybe? I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna put a tiny bit of it in my outermost corner. So I do still see some sparkles. I just kind of patted that, and now I'm just gonna try to blend out the edge. And then I'm, of course, losing some of the sparkles. I'm going to take my pinky. That's pretty. I'm going to put that on the outermost corner of my eye. And then I'm going to take the Crown, which is this lilac shimmer. It's pretty. I feel like, see that? Like there's not as much sheen to it that way, but when you turn this way, it's very shiny. I still think it's more warm than cool or neutral, but yeah, rats. I was hoping for a nice cool toned shimmer to go with it, but oh well. I put that on my inner 2/3 of my lid. I'm going to gently brush away this fallout from the black. Oh, or not, or it's gonna sit there on my face. All right, let me try my Moda contour brush instead of my Too Faced Mr. Right brush. No? Okay. Guess it's gonna hang up there. Then I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it and go back into Scandal Water. And I'm going to put that on the outer half of my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take my even smaller version of that brush from Wish, go into Executioner, and just tightly line the outer half. So what I did was I put more pressure out here and then did less pressure as I got in so it fades more. And then that same brush, I'm going to take the crown and see if I can apply that to my inner half of my lower lash line and blend that in. The last thing I want to try for now anyway is I'm going to take my dollar store brush and I'm going to go into Wet Jewel, which is supposed to be this like special pink shimmer shade. I'm going to go in the area where it's a little bit lighter, tap it off a bit, and put this as my brow bone highlight. This shade, I think, would be better with a finger, like pressed on, or even swiped out with a finger. So I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and put it on my inner corner. And I'm going to take a bit and use it on my brow bone as well that way. Yeah, I mean, this look is okay. We'll see how it wears. It's just, you know, I wanted more cool tones and more variety with the purples. Also, I feel like this is getting harsh now. So I'm going to take my IVY crease brush, dry or clean, and just try to blend this out a little bit more. Did that work? Maybe. Okie dokie. I'll let you know. One more thing. Let me try that shade as a highlighter. That Wet Jewel shade. Ooh, that is very pretty. I think that's a little too much as a highlighter for me, like depth-wise, but oh well. Alright, so the last things from my haul are the Jeffree Star Mini Ranch. No, Star Ranch. I never know what's going on. Hi, my name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Star Ranch palette, but it's like a mini palette. So it looks like this inside. Whoops. Pretty cute. Gives me like, what is it? The Too Faced semi-sweet chocolate bar vibes, like the brown and the blue. A lot of companies were into that a while back, but yeah. The only thing is I wish, like, I mean, there's a couple things here, but I wish there was a lighter shade, like a lighter shimmer, you know, for the brow bone highlight that I like to do, and like a dark blue or dark green like matte, because we have this dark blue shimmer here. But what I'm gonna do though is pull in, I think, one of the shades from these, because I also got, my very last thing are a couple of the singles that I just picked up, a couple colors that were A, available, and B, that I thought would fill some gaps from the palettes that I picked up. So this one here is 1985. It's a, let me get it out of here. It's basically a gray taupe, pretty deep in color, like a medium to deep. Oops, just shoved my finger in this one. This one is Only Child. This is like a reddish brown burgundy. A deep one, medium to deep again, but definitely deeper than the grayish one, 1985. And then the one that I think I'm going to use today is Freak Show, which is a very dark, cool-toned brown. I felt like there were warm browns and neutral browns, but nothing that was dark and cool-toned. So, all right, first thing I'm going to do is take Yak Farm, which is the beige tan matte, and I'm going to put that on the outer half of my transition area. It would be more fun to use this particular palette by, like, I think anyway, putting a different color down here than what I'm doing up here, but I can't put eyeshadow down there yet. This is yet another video that has stopped and started production several times due to eye issues. The thing is, this one down here is still healing, so can't touch that right now, but I can use both eyes. The tops anyways. I'm going to use that same brush. Did I say what brush? BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it. I'm going to go into Grand Prismatic, which is this beautiful, bright, turquoisey matte blue. And I'm going to put that on the other half of my transition and crease area, so the inner half. This one is not blending as nicely. We're going to make it work though, so I'm going to gently blend that into the tan, and then I'm going to clean off my brush and try to blend that out from the top. Okay, that's better. Granted, blue and brown don't love to mix, but I'm going to make it work. There we go. Then I'm going to take my IBY crease brush right here, and I'm going to go into Wyoming, which is a medium to deep reddish neutral brown. I guess it's more reddish. And that's going to go in here, in the outer half of the crease. And I'm going to try to blend it into that blue. And I messed up. I'm just gonna try to fix that with a clean brush. That's better. Then I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it and go into Freak Show, which is that dark, cool toned brown matte. And that's gonna go, whoa, that's very dark. Okay. That's going to go into the deepest part of my crease on the outer half. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to clean off that brush before I go back in here to blend, because that's too much. And I'm going to carry it into here just a little bit. There we go. And you see I'm making that like shape at the end, like just winging it out ever so slightly. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, just clean that off first before I start that blending. Look, I'm learning. I'm learning to make less of a mess, and I'm learning how. Nice. Then I'm going to take a little bit of that on my pinky, and I'm going to put that on the outermost corner of my eye. My lid, rather, to be specific. And I'm going to make sure I get in that crease. Don't want any gaps. Then I'm going to go into Winter Wind from the palette. I'm going to put that on my pinky. And I'm going to put that, I think here. like toward the outer third, a little bit on top of that cool toned brown. Yeah, this one's not very shiny. I feel like Jeffree Star shimmers vary a lot. Like some of them are wow, so shiny, and then others are more like satins. This one I feel like is more like a satin to true shimmer. And again, I'm just making sure I get in that crease. Okay, then I'm gonna take Old Jeff, which is a super bright turquoise shimmer. That one needed a little building up on my finger, but it did go. I'm gonna put this in the middle of my lid. This one feels like way thinner, almost like it's supposed to be like an iridescent topper or something. Just gonna blend that over into the dark shade. I feel like I should have, yeah, I don't love this. I feel like I should have done just brown in the whole crease instead of doing the half and half, because now it's like, I don't know. I see the blue is like here and here, and the brown is, I don't know. I don't like it, but it's okay. That's a me problem. All right, and then I'm going to take Casper Mountain, which I've been waiting to use. I did want to use this one, but we did see greens in the mint palette. What was that? The Blood Money, that one. So I'm going to use this one. If anyone wants to see more looks with these palettes, let me know. This is Casper Mountain. It's like a grade blue. Does it have a hint of turquoise? Maybe. That's pretty. This one is still a softer shimmer, but I'm a sucker for these kinds of blues. I like any blues, you know that, but particularly these like dustier, almost periwinkle leaning or frosted blues. Yeah, that's my favorite. Okay, so then that's the eye look. And then to finish off, I'm going to go back to the Ice Crusher Skin Frost Pro palette. These can definitely be used as eyeshadows as well, as I've been doing. And I think I'm going to use this gold one here. I'm going to use the light gold. So it's a light gold, but it has a green like shift to it. So not the color I would have picked for this, but it's okay. I'm going to use this as a highlighter. If it was a straight up gold, I think that would be okay, but it's all right. Just trying all sorts of things out. Another option would have been to try the brownish one mixed with the Avalanche one, maybe. I feel like Jeffree Star likes green. I know like his thing is pink, but two of these have a green shift in them, so I don't know. I don't know what the vision was, but I think he likes green. And then just because I like a brown one highlight, yeah, I'm gonna go in with my dollar store brush and go into Avalanche, and that's gonna be my brown one highlight. And then I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and put that on the inner corner. I'm not really a fan of this, but I know I've been doing it a lot. It started out as just like trying to do something different, but then it turned into like, you know, because there's less places I can put makeup and less kinds of makeup I can put on, it's another thing I can do. So, all right, we'll see how this wears. And then right now it's the colors that I'm unhappy with, like which ones I chose to go with which ones. But I do like the colors in general, and I don't know, applied pretty well. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye! See you next time!